Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
Ach schon, Mama. Der hatte inzwischen Geburtstag. Ach so.
Hi everyone. God bless you. Today, by the grace of God, I want to quickly discuss something with you which I know is going to benefit you as an African, as a Nigerian. I pray that may the Lord Almighty grant us wisdom. And I want to ask you a question. Who are you as a Nigerian? Who are you as a Nigerian? You know, whenever that question, whenever we come across that question, sometimes it can mean an identity, such as your name, where you came from, and so on. But based on this particular issue that I want to quickly share with you, it's more than your name, you as a Nigerian. You know, for a very long time, we have been saying a lot of things concerning Nigeria, our country. And we thought that it is only the leaders that are the problem of our country, Nigeria. But recently, based on the things which I have experienced in Nigeria, I found out that it is not only the president, the governor, the councillor, people that are in powers. These are not only the people that are causing havoc in that land. And which is a shame to us as a country. I know some of you that are watching this video right now, you might be thinking that, oh, what is Bright talking about? I thought you are an evangelist. I'm expecting to be preaching the gospel, and so yes, it's still the same thing. I'm here to say the gospel truth, because sometimes we believers think that, oh, things that are happening in the nation or in the state, they are not our concern. But whenever the repercussion or the consequences are unfolding, everybody we partake of it. So probably not everybody might hearken to my advice. Not everybody might agree with me. But even if it's just 1, 2, 3 person, I believe they can make a change. It can start from your home. It can start from your working place. It can start from your school. It's a big change. Tomorrow, your change might as well affect another person. So that is how it goes. I will try as much as possible just to make this video short. But as a Nigerian, I want you to know that good name is better than riches. Yes, no matter what. Good name is better than riches. Integrity matters a lot. There are some certain things you might do now. They might not affect you. They might affect people because they are just Nigerians. You might do it in your working place and leave. You might be in any other country. There's some place or a company that will give you a work and maybe you see something there and you left. The next Nigerian that is coming there will receive the repercussion. So even though that person is good, they will never trust that person. For such person to have a promotion in such a place will be a challenge because why? You are giving a bad name in that place. So that is for that. Starting from individual, it is very, very, very difficult now for you to at least even find somebody as a Nigerian that can say that, okay, he is honest. He is honest. Even the people, the security agencies such as the police, that are supposed to secure people, to secure life and property, they are now also involved in oppressing the civilians. Oppressing the civilians, which is unfair. Which is very, very unfair. We know, we can say they started from the top, that is true. But that is not an excuse for you to be messing up your position as a policeman or as an individual, where you find every opportunity to steal, to defraud. There are still few people out there that are still making a legit income. You must not put your hands in evil before you can make it. You must not put your hands in evil before you can make it. I know sometimes because of some certain challenges, you might be tempted to do some certain things. But don't make it a habit. Don't make it a habit. Don't make it a habit. It is an error. It's a very big error in our society. And there is something also that is also very common among the youth. Despite that I'm a married, but I still believe I'm still a youth. I have children, but I'm still a youth. There are some people that are in my age that are not yet married. So I can talk about those things. You see, there is a saying those days that if you cannot go to school, if you cannot study, learn work, or you learn a trade. But at least be occupied with something that is legitimate. Be occupied with something that is legitimate. But nowadays, we hardly found people that are even ready to do something, to contribute something positive to their future, to their lives. There are some people, because of the situation of Nigeria, some people believe that school is a scam. But if you believe that school is a scam because of so many graduates that have graduated from professional courses, but they have no job. For some are even a transporter. But that does not mean that you should be hopeless. Not everybody that graduated that have no job. There are some few people out there. Why can't you, instead of you just thinking about negativity, why can't you count yourself among people that will have the chance to get a job after studying? Then why can't you also count yourself among people that the Lord will be gracious unto, that after learning a trade or a job, that you also have a place where you are working? So when I was in Nigeria, I was discussing with some people very close to me. They make me to understand, before they can even see youth now that is learning a hairdressing or tailoring or handwork, is very, very difficult. What most of the youth are now engaging now, the boys, they are into fraud, what they call Yahoo, while the girls, they are into prostitution. In those days, we thought that it is only in Europe that they go and prostitute, especially in Italy. But now, even in Nigeria, someone was telling me, said, those days, there's one particular place she make mention. He said, that is whenever you make mention of that place in Lagos, I don't know if you remember the place, you can drop it at the comment section. She said, whenever you make mention of that place, they know what they are doing there. But he said now, it is no longer like that. In every club that you will go to every night, there are girls there that are hustling, that are prostituting. They don't want to work. Hallelujah. They don't want to work. And this is an error, and this is not good in the eyes of God Almighty. And this is not even good to our nation. We believe we have hope for a better Nigeria. No matter what, no matter where you are as in Nigeria, I want you to know this, that we only have one country. We must do anything possible to make a good name for our country. We have to make it possible. We can do it. Let us make a good name for our country. We have to make a good name for our country. Not you as a Nigerian, wherever you went to, it is your character that will be defining the country where you came from. It is an error. By the grace of God, what if Nigeria turned out to be good tomorrow? What if everything turned around tomorrow, where there will be a lot of job opportunities, where, because a lot of us have been praying, although most people, we don't live in that country like always, but a lot of people, even Nigerians, there are some good Nigerians that have been praying for that country, and I believe those prayers will not be in vain. What if Nigeria turned out to be good tomorrow? There are a lot of job opportunities, but if that time comes, what will be your own opportunity? Where are you going to have that opportunity if that time comes? Where are you going to have that opportunity? When you did not learn work, when you did not learn trade, where are you going to have that opportunity? So that's the reason why it is very important that if you have the opportunity to learn, if you can't go to school, no, even in Nigeria, it might be very expensive to pay for school fees, but at least learn something, learn a handwork, or learn a trade, something that can say, okay, this is my profession. If somebody even want to help you tomorrow, the first thing that they might ask you is, what are you doing for a living? What is your area of discipline, or what did you learn, or what is your trade, what is your handwork? There is where they are going to help you. If we are asking God to bless us, the channel which God normally used to start blessing us is through the work of our hands. So it's very unfortunate. Even people believe that whenever they are able to fraud somebody which they call client, they believe that it is the blessing of God, which is very, very wrong. Which is very, very wrong. I want you to be aware of that. It is only God that bless and add no sorrow. I want you to know the devil can give you riches. The devil have power to that extent to give you fame, to give you riches. But at the end, it's going to turn to sorrow. It's only God that bless and add no sorrow. It is only God Almighty that bless and add no sorrow. So as a youth, as a Nigerian, let us make a difference. You as a policeman, stop oppressing people. There's something that I also noticed among policemen. We were traveling with a car, and this car have a tinted glass. I never knew that they have changed the law, except for a medical reason. They are not allowed to use a tinted glass anymore, except they have a doctor report for it. So because of that, we were being stopped for questioning for so many reasons. But I remember whenever they stop us, they will beat us. The policeman, they said that they asked us to bring a certain amount of money. And sometimes we'll start begging, they will not hear until we pay money. The issue is this: I'm not saying that why are they stopping to ask questions, but those bribes, because if they collect such money from us, it's not going to, that is not something that will not replace the medical report which they needed. And they will not give you a receipt for it, so that other policemen that are at the front, they will know that you have already been checked, that this car is not used for robbery. So that was how they find every means to take what does not belong to them, which is also bad, which is also very bad. Why there are some that among the friends, they say there are some that are doing their work very well. After they check people, they allow them to go. You can even use your mind. That's what I was even doing. Those people that were not oppressing or something, I can just use my mind and say, take, you are doing a good job. You see, there are some Nigerians that are bringing shame to that country. You know, most of the time we talk about, oh, the president is that, the governor, they are the one who is doing it. But you as an individual, is it not the same people? There are some individuals that they will still give contracts to. They will award a contract to an engineer or to people to take care of a project, but they will not do it. If some will eventually do it, they will do it with bad material, so that they can be able to gain a lot from it. And tomorrow we said that, okay, the president, the governor, this is our problem. The democracy that we are practicing in Nigeria is supposed to be the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So we are the government. So you as an individual, you are the government. Although most votes don't count anymore, but there is little we can still do to better our environment. There's a way that you still take yourself in your fame that you are, in the place where you are. There's a way that you carry yourself. You will not even feel anything that is evil happening in Nigeria as a country. Please, I know some of you might condemn this, but it is very, very important that if we see anything that is not right, it's better as an elderly person for we to speak it out. We have to speak it out. Yes, you might be thinking that, you might be thinking that on your own you can do anything and go away with it. You can be thinking on your own that you can do anything and go away with it. But I want you to know this. In anything that a man does on earth, the Lord Almighty will reward such person. You might have connection, you might have influence to oppress people, to do anything that you want to do in your field where you are. But even if there's nobody that can discipline you, that can respond to the evil that you are doing, but there is a God in heaven that will also punish you for what you are doing. You might not know now. You might not know all those things now. I remember some time ago, one fraudster sent me a message on WhatsApp. She said she's a patient that is dying of cancer. She's a patient that is dying of cancer. She's very rich. Now she's looking for somebody now. She called herself She there. That she's now looking for somebody to transfer her wealth to. That she's about to die. So how she got my number, I did not know. But when I read this message, I knew that he or she was lying. I said, look at what I probably, for somebody for such person to even have my number, he or she might be a Nigerian. Maybe it might even be somebody that know me very well. I said, tomorrow now, just write to the person. I said, tomorrow now, if you are dying of cancer, your people will be running helter-skelter, taking you to churches or to spiritualists, looking for where your problem is coming from. When you are already claimed that you have cancer, the money that you did not have, the wealth that you have, no, you are claimed that you have it just because you want to take it from people. Whether you believe it or not, even if you are not a pastor, there are some words that you will speak with your mouth. It will come to pass. If they are good ones, they will come to pass. If they are bad ones, the devil will support it to make sure that he uses that means to destroy you. So that's the reason you have to be very careful of the things you say with your mouth. We have to be very careful of the things we said concerning ourselves, concerning our family, concerning our nation. We must try as much as possible to do something positive in Nigeria, or even if you are outside Nigeria, represent your country well. Represent your country well as a Nigerian. And the Lord Almighty will be nobody, yes. You might be doing all this. Some people might think that, oh, you are a Jew, you don't know what you are doing, you are a fool. Yes. The Bible makes us understand that we are fools for Christ's sake. No man might reward you, but the Lord Almighty will reward you. A time is coming whereby there's something that I understand. It is not only heaven that we don't just await heavenly blessings alone. God bless people on earth too. It might not be God bless people on earth too, but it might not be by your timing. You might think that, oh, after you just do this good now, the next day you will just receive a favor. No, it might not be that case. But no matter whatsoever that you do, there is always a reward for it, whether good or bad. So whenever you are doing something, don't do it because every people are doing it. Because every people are doing it, you can make a change. Even in that company, even if you are the only person, do it right. Because you are doing it right, your right doing might change something that you might not know. A time is coming that you will take notice of it, that what you did is producing something good. My brother, my sister, a word is enough for the wise. Who are you as a Nigerian? Are you representing your country well? Are you representing your country well? Are you representing your country well? If the leaders are not good, should we, the citizens, also must we be bad as well? No. There are so many ways that we can demand for our rights as a citizen, but it must not be through fraudulent activities. I know sometimes there might be oppression coming here and there, but we can always find a better way to do it. Not for we to be killing ourselves, stealing from ourselves. Evil policemen, evil market women, people that are going to, they oppress them, they collect 20 naira, 100 naira from people that are still even managing. They don't even care about them. And tomorrow you will start complaining. And church have to do something very, very, you as a Christian as well, I want to know there is a lot, but make us understand that we are the light of the world. We are the light of the world. Let us try as much as possible. Not every church can build school. Not every church can build infrastructure such as hospital and so on. But there are some church that can do it. So if there's any church that can do it in a community or in a state, it is for our own good. Let us help ourselves with what we have. And let us make all those things affordable for people so that many people can be able to access it. And as clergy, I let us also stop giving people false hope. Stop giving people false hope. I want to know, you as a fraudster, if there's any man that have ever told you to bring your laptop so that he will pray on it, so he will be using it to be frauding people, you are a scammer, and the person in question is also a scammer. He's not a man of God. He's a spiritualist. And you that is engaging in any evil act, you can be an armed robber or a prostitute, and there's someone who said he's a pastor, he's aware of this and is collecting time telling you to breed seed from those evil acts. That person, you are a scammer. That person is also a scammer. I want you to know this. If you are going to that such church, you are not going to church yet. Just know. So I want you to know where you belong to. Yes. Just you are not there yet. I know a pastor will not force you out of what you are doing, but let the pastor, it must be somebody who is preaching about holiness, righteousness, telling you in love. They must force you out of it, but they must not even support it in any way or encourage you in any way. God bless you. If you believe that I just shared the truth, please share this video. God bless you.